Hello now, how we doing? We're going to keep it gangster. We're going to keep it rolling. Hey, this is Stealth Community. Good to see you dropped in, and all you guys that signed up, thanks for taking a minute or two and signing up. Make sure you tell others about it. Let's get the channel to grow. Let's get it popping. But let me tell you something, y'all. There's just a few words to say about people that impregnate thoughts in others' mind, give them the subliminal mind treatment. And it's a terrible thing when you hire someone, a politician or whatever the case may be, and they can outright look you in the face and lie to you about everything and tell it is for your benefit, but you're not benefiting anything. They live in hell in a hole, got millions and millions. And have you ever wondered, well, some of you say, well, it might be because they're cheating on the stock market. But let me tell you something, it takes money to make money. How are they making money to play the stock market? Every congressman, they ain't just Democrats. We got some thugs over there in the Republican side too. All woke people, they all think of themselves. They all worry about their money. And your money becomes their money. There's some terrible things going on, and I'm just going to call a few things to our attention. That we have organizations who are using schools across the United States. You know, it's called $23 million was lost by a Chicago school. How you lose $23 million? Why kids aren't getting anywhere? The education that they're supposed to be getting, but yeah, the worst reading, worst writing out of any country. How come is that you robbing the schools? It says over 77,000 laptops or iPads and printers have been missing for the last 4 years. They're fighting about they want no audits. They want nothing of that nature. They spent $2.5 million to put tracking devices on these products, but nothing has been found. Now, they take your money, put another $2.3 million on it for the laptops, printers, gone. And also, they have arrested one principal, one school clerk for embezzling money. But nobody can find the products that are missing. And I want to ask a question, because they're creating the character, they're making the content. And it ain't me by myself. I mean, we got podcasters all the way across the board. Democrat. They shutting the government down. They don't care nothing about nobody. It is for their benefit. And it's always on the Democrat side. They're refusing for audits. They've lost all this equipment. And you make it make sense. 77,000 laptops and printers. The Democrats are deep corruption on every angle, every siding. Whatever they touch turns to crap. And if they touching you, you're crap. Because you'll never be all that you can be. Not when someone's taking from you like that. Not when someone's belittling you like that. Not when someone is absorbing everything that you make or do. Henceforth, we are, Schumer, in the Jim Crow area 2.0. Because this is where the Democrats have put us. You guys have robbed us. It's coming out plain as day. Every avenue, every corner, every stop. Rob. So, y'all gonna be surprised. I agree with Schumer. We are at Jim Crow 2.0. And the Democrats want to keep us there. We don't believe in audits. We don't believe in fairness. And anything that's wrong, anything that seems unfair, like the non-vetting of all these criminals over there, we don't care who they kill. We don't care who they rape. We don't care who they adopt. As long as we got the vote. And as long as I can eat my frozen hamburgers with cheese on the grill. All over America, Democrats are involved in deep corruption. Some of the stuff is so deep, we can't even fathom it. And I try to wrap my head around it and give credit where credit's due. Because no matter who that person is, you always want to be honest about things, evaluate things right, and give them credit. But I can't. You know why I can't? Not because I'm prejudiced, not because I'm mean, not because I hate. I got common sense. And every time I look at one of them, it's like a deer in the headlights. Take. AOC, take. Crockett, take. Waters, take. Shifty, take. Schumer, take. Hakeem, take. Where's it stop? And they stand up for everything that's wrong. Even some of the Democrats that are on there are coming over and saying, well, you know, I know it's wrong, but it's Donald Trump. No, it's not Donald Trump. Yeah, they know it's wrong, but it's their pockets. Money is the root of all evil. Y'all might be a little bit surprised to know everybody is, oh, Gavin is, I call him the Elvis Presley with fixed hair. Can be 100-mile-an-hour wind, his hair don't move. Gavin Newsom has funneled over $5 million of taxpayers' money. And he's funneled this back into his wife's business. And through this whole ordeal, the spokesperson, Newman, of the whole business office there, says that a partner is run by Noom's wife. I call him Newman. Gavin Newsom, I call him Noom's wife. Instead of using this money for the people of California, it was donated to them, and it was used for the fire theft and stuff like that. Over $5 million. Clever move. They donated the money back to themselves over $5 million was donated to the office, which his wife runs her business, and the money was allocated to her. Not one Californian got one dime of that. Groups got together, sung songs and all that stuff, the stars and stuff. $5 million. But see, you know what's happening here? Nobody's got no balls in America no more. California should get together, and they should run that fool out of that state as far as they can run him and demand their money. All this crazy stuff would stop. It would stop. That's wrong. And we find out that more and more governors are being caught coordinating hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayers' funds to renovate their private homes, to enhance themselves and their businesses. Pillsbury Doughboy, J.D. Pritzker, Chicago, gonna be investigated too. Taxpayer dollars. J.D. Pritzker has literally sent 180 million taxpayer funds in renovations back to his hotels, his companies that his family owns, using taxpayers funded resources. Just like Gavin Newsom, they continue to turn their backs on Americans, take money, fund it to themselves, and they think they're doing a great thing by hiding this. But it's all catching up with them, every last bit of it. And y'all rock the vote with me. Y'all follow these people. Y'all fight for these people coming over here. Y'all like this? We know in Chicago that they're trying to fight it 100%. But it may be time for the people, not for the ICE to come and for y'all to spit on them and all that. They're talking about starting a civil war, and they want to do it with Republicans and fight this and fight that. You people stand up in your own cities, just like they do in the foreign countries and stuff. Out some out. Governors that are doing this, you got proof of it, that they're doing this to you. You gotta wait on Trump. You ain't gotta wait on ICE. It's not right. Get them out. Stand up. They got to go. And America be a better place. Somebody has to be accountable for it. They want to sit there and call him Orange Man and all this stuff. You know, spitting on the guards, trying to dox them to find out. Not trying, but find out where they live, threatening their wives and stuff. Trump's pulling out of Minnesota. You know, you don't want to do that where these countries become their own city away from America, but they're so corrupt and embedded. It's so true what the Bible says, money's the root of all evil. They can't let go. It's a drug. They're asphyxiated on it. They're used to having $5-10 million in the bank, 20 million. They want to go somewhere they go. You know, just like the Somalians said, work white boy, work white girl, keep making that money. You don't pay your taxes, I'm coming to get you and put you in jail. Y'all got mad with Somalian, didn't you? Think about it. Oh, y'all were up in uproar. And rightfully so. See what happened to him? Y'all got him out of here. But you let Newsom, Pritzker, and all the rest of these judges coming, it's all in here, it's coming up. I present it to you. You let them stay. You don't put up a fight like that. You don't put that up. Because no government, none of these woke judges want to go, you gotta fight that too. And they go with them because it's you got paperwork. You got 100% proof of it. It's there. So why would you have to put up with them? The proof's in the pudding. They're making their own laws. They don't want anything that's right to be done. And get them out of there. I want y'all to look at something before I turn this out. Because I love my people. And sometimes we just have to make a point. Like I said, like and share and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to close it out with this. Y'all take a look at this.
Senator Kennedy just absolutely roasted Chuck Schumer.
He's a wet match in a dark cave. He polls right up there with clubbing baby seals. He's got a 30% approval rating, a 60% disapproval rating, and 10% of folks polled just didn't want to pause their video games to answer.
Senator Kennedy just absolutely roasted Chuck Schumer.
He's a wet match in a dark cave.
Got him. People, I couldn't say it no better than Kennedy. He's a wet match. He pulls up there with killing baby seals. And I'll see y'all on the next one.